G'day, Ben from Melbourne here. And that's right, today is another interviewing the VC video. And we have got one of the favourites with us today, the king of the thrift store find that has an ability to find near mint records wherever he travels. He's the lesser known member of the Rat Pack, Reno's favourite son, JT. Welcome, mate.
Thank you, Ben. All
Thanks for
right.
coming on. You think you're ready for this? It's a big test.
I'm ready. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so if you haven't watched this before, the way this works is JT's had 6 out of the 12 questions that he can prepare for, and then he gets 6 where he's on the hot seat, and then of course everybody's favorite, the bonus Australian knowledge question. And it's could be anything, geography, the weird animals that we have over here, you know, how long did it take Prime Minister Bob Hawke to drink a beer? All those sorts of things. So let's get into it. Okay, question 1. Oh, I forgot one thing. I award points depending on whether I'm happy with the answer I get or not.
Okay.
So, and mainly, as I said to you earlier, just to annoy Vinyl Richie as well. Let's go. Number 1. This seems like, I don't even have to ask this question because it starts with justify your YouTube existence. It's like, this is JT, people. He doesn't have to justify anything. But we're going to ask it anyway because everybody gets it. And show us a record that supports what you do on your channel and why everyone should watch it.
Okay, so show the record, huh? I have that already. And I was thinking, like, to justify my YouTube existence, I just enjoy doing it, first off. And it's been over 5 years now for me, when, like, I think a lot of us got started during the lockdown,
Yeah.
And I was watching a number of channels, and I've been collecting for a really, really, really long time, over 50 years, collecting vinyl records. I never gave up my record collection. And the thrifting thing, it's funny, the last time, on my last video, I said that most of my collection is from thrift stores. And that's not really true, because I buy new, I just buy all kinds of records. But a lot of them, I'd say a third, maybe up to half of my records are from thrift stores. But I do have, boundaries. Like, I don't want to buy anything that's less than BG plus. Out there I call it the real wild. I don't know how people call record stores the wild.
Yeah.
You have cappuccino, the music playing, the bins are perfect, and you're flipping through with your beverage, and that doesn't seem like the wild to me. The real wild are these places where I go, like garages, storerooms, thrift stores. You're on your knees, a dirty floor, you're digging, and then you come across some crazy great record for $1, or that. It's really pretty exciting. So,
well, if we were talking like in terms of camping, what you were saying about the people with their beverage in the nice city record stores, that'd be more like glamping, wouldn't it? Like the glamorous
I
camping.
think so. Yeah. I really think so. So I don't really personally. That's a little, like, thing with me, is I don't see record shops. And the other thing, like, some guys, like, frown upon me, like, that I go to thrift stores and I've scored great records at thrift stores. But I got to tell you what, at those nice curated record shops, mostly where they get those records are from guys who finally gave up their collections, or that they were in a storeroom for 35 years in the cold, in the winter, and they turn them over. The record store puts a new sleeve on the outside, maybe cleans them, puts them in there, tags them. And when they get a grail, they go, "Oh my God," but they don't really know where that record really came from or how long it was stored. And one last thing I wanted to say, I'm getting off base, but records, I find many vinyl records are way more durable than a lot of collectors give them credit. I mean, some do get trashed by doing this or that to them, or the heat and the cold. But then others, like I have a second pressing of Velvet Underground, the debut, that's a VG and it plays beautifully. And I think that's
Nice.
on Verve. I think it's on Verve.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah.
And I scored that record for $40 at Bill's Garage.
Mm,
Second pressing
that's
of,
amazing.
yeah, with the banana peel on.
There's another little gold mine you have. If you've no one's watched like those videos
Oh,
of the stuff you get from Bill's Garage,
yeah.
go back and check out JT's
Okay.
scores. Like I'll leave a link to his channel below, but some of the stuff you've got from Bill is phenomenal.
Yeah, and this guy, I used to go to a thrift store where he worked, and we got to know each other. He goes, you really need to come over to my house and have a look. And I said, okay. By the third or fourth time he asked me, I went over there and I was blown away. There's 15,000 records in his garage. So stuff like Funkadelic, Near Mint Condition. I think I paid $5 for it. I never was cheap with them either. We were always very fair because we became friends, but I was still getting the better end of the deal the whole time. So
amazing.
So my existence of YouTube is just that why should you watch me is I'm appreciative if you do, but because I really just jumped in 5 years ago and just showed, I was so pleased to show people what I got, because I never had anybody to show this stuff to.
Yeah.
So
I think during COVID, there were a lot of long-suffering partners who became the focus of Vinyl Finds until we were allowed back out again to talk to each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But and I still really enjoy doing it. And to show a record, is that the last part of the intro?
Yeah, one that represents why we should watch you.
Oh, okay.
Or
you know what?
Whatever you're feeling.
I just jumped right. The record I have is to show a record that you like.
That's the next question, man.
Well, I'll show you a record that represents me then, and that would be.
I think you are the first guest to ever preempt the second question. That was good work.
Yeah, wait just a second. I'll show you something.
See, this is how you know that these videos are all live. There's no fancy editing in these videos. Look, this is actually probably what it looks like seeing JT dig through those thrift stores at the moment.
Well, here's one, and this is in the CD format. And this is I'll Sleep When I'm Dead, Warren Zevon.
Ah, yes.
And, that's the man right there. My favorite, I think one of my favorite songs of his is Carmelita.
Yeah.
I just love that song, and nobody can do it. Like Linda Ronstadt covered it, and it's okay. It's not Warren Zevon.
No.
It's just, yeah. So
his songs sound like they're lived in, like he's lived those songs. Yeah.
Yeah. But, I have such a wide range, and I think if anybody's watched my channel, I'm just when I get bored with something, or because I listen to so much music, I'll segue over to I've been listening to jazz lately, and it's not something that I listen to mostly. I've also been listening to a lot of post-punk lately, and hanging out with Mike Grogan, PC31 over there. And I was already into that anyway, but that's his genre right there.
Yeah.
So, and to talk about the band The Sound,
yes,
I've really been listening to a lot of Adrian Borland is just brilliant to me. I'm really enthralled by his whole deal, and his side project, and I have some of that too. But I really think that I think that's a good. Warren Zevon. I've been into him since day one.
Beautiful. That is a strong 1 point coming your way, JT. And because you've preempted it, question 2, show a record that I like.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Now.
probably my favorite Neil Young record.
Yeah, me
I
too.
would say. Yeah. If,
So
if I really had to pick one, I'd probably say that's it.
yeah, and
Great.
I'll just name drop here Danny Whitten.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Danny Whitten, and he
Amazing.
was in the Rockets with Ralph Molina and Billy Talbot. And Neil loved the Rockets, and they weren't going anywhere. And he pulled them right into his band. And what's so unique about this album is that when they recorded this in L.A. and Hollywood, they just jammed. They had just really the first time they ever really played together. And so Cinnamon Girl, Down by the River, Cowgirl in the Sand, the very country rock everybody knows this is Nowhere was just on a one or a second take. I mean, it's just amazing. And to this
Amazing.
day, Neil marvels at, like, and Danny Whitten was one of, well, I mean, Steve Stills was great. Those two guys played really great off of each other, Stephen Stills and Neil, back to the Buffalo Springfield days. But Danny Whitten and Neil really had a great chemistry, and it was, of course, so sad when Danny passed.
Yeah, it's one of those rock and roll what if questions. If he had lived, what else they could have done? Because pretty amazing stuff. Oh, you are coming out swinging, JT. That's 2 points.
Good.
Okay, question 3. What is the most unusual item that has been included with a record you own? And it can be either something that was a legitimate part of the package or something the previous owner left in there. And I'm sure you've found some wild shit in some of the records you've thrifted.
Yeah, so with all the records I found, mostly it's just like newspaper clippings that are inside there, and I have them and I keep them. I don't know where they are because they're with albums.
What sort of news clippings, like of the show that the band played, or a review of the record, or things like that?
Like maybe a page out of the Goldmine magazine, or let's say if it was, I don't know, a band like the Flying Burrito Brothers, maybe a clip in the LA Times of something.
Yeah.
You have some of that, but I got to tell you, when you're out there digging for records and you find a record like this one right here, Alice Cooper.
Oh yeah, the Alice Cooper Band.
And my favorite album is Killer.
Yeah.
And Love It to Death. Those are my two very, very favorite.
Yeah. When it was the Alice Cooper Band, they were the best.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this was a really big record, but to find this thrifting, and then you open it and you're sure that it's not going to be there. And what is played,
I know what you're going to show you.
That. Now, I found this, I paid, I think, $1.50 for this.
Wow.
And I have $1 billion. I'm a rich man.
Amazing.
Yeah, so.
And looks so crisp and new, too.
Yeah. And so I don't think this had ever been taken out of the gatefold. Can you see that?
Wow, there's going to be a lot of jealous people out there when they see that. But that's amazing.
At a thrift store, these are not going to be in there.
Yeah.
And it's the same with a very common. So there was a comedy group, Cheech and Chong, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had a record. Now, when I was a kid, the record Big Bamboo, you open it and there's a giant rolling paper in there. I mean,
okay, yeah.
Rolling paper. So usually you find those records and the rolling paper is gone. And well, decades ago, the kids actually used it.
Of course they did.
We did.
Love it.
So, yeah. So to find, and there's many other records that have, are missing, like Who albums that are missing this.
Yeah.
But so anyway, that was, this came to mind right away, the $1 Billion Babies, the $1 Billion Bill.
Yeah, that's amazing. It looks like it's all brand new. That's so good. I can't tell you when I was a kid how much it blew my mind when I found out Donovan sings on $1 Billion Babies.
Oh, he did? I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
the high part, you know, the high vocal in the
Oh
song
my
"Billion Dollar Babies."
Huh.
Because I was always like, "Who is that?" Because it
Terrific.
obviously isn't Alice Cooper. And
Yeah.
then I can't remember how I found out, but I was just because by that point I was like, "What the hurdy-gurdy man guy?" I was like, blew my
Right.
mind.
But
All
Rick,
right.
I know you like Donovan. I know you
Yeah,
like, and I do too. The early stuff is just great.
yeah, love it. Yeah.
It's really, really, really good. Oh,
Well,
real
that
quick,
is. Oh, yep.
I wanted to show this because this is what one other record you're gonna like, and this is when I was record shopping with Mike Rogan, PC31.
Hmm.
This is Adrian Borland.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and this is Mike pulled this out of I don't know where we were because we went to 7 different record stores, but this is well, for the sound, I love that first album, Jeopardy. Do you have
Yeah.
Jeopardy
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
sound? I love that album.
yeah.
It's really my favorite of theirs. But this is their side project at the same time. Um, the Adrian Borland and what's his name? Graham Bailey, his partner in the sound. They were doing this
Yeah.
side project. So these guys were so prolific.
Yeah, I
And
don't have that, but I've seen that cover before.
yeah,
Yeah, probably on PC31's channel actually. Yeah.
absolutely. Well, he picked this in Camden in London,
Hmm.
an original, and Mike was so thrilled. It probably made
Wow.
his whole trip to meet up with me worthwhile to pull, this record on an original. I don't know what label it's on, but so this is my newest record, and I'm just
Cool.
into the sound and Adrian Borland lately. But I wanted to show you that for another record that you would like.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Going for bonus points too. Wow.
Yeah.
You're breaking new ground here.
And it's not about the points. Or maybe it is a little bit.
Yeah. Von or Richard will be counting them and complaining in the comments, don't you worry. Okay, we're up to question 4. 3 for 3 so far. You're smashing it. Question 4 is, what is the worst record by one of your favorite bands or artists, and why do you have it?
Okay. Yeah, so this is the one. So I'm showing a lot of old records, but so what I'm going to show you, this album is called Mardi Gras. Whoop.
Yeah, Creedence.
Yeah, Creedence. And if you
Yeah.
like the Big Lebowski, Jeff Lebowski, Jeff Bridges, he's a big fan. He didn't like the Eagles, and for good reason. He couldn't
That's
stand.
right.
Remember when he got into the cab?
Yeah.
The dude.
Not the fucking Eagles, man.
Yeah, and the cab driver was like, you would think he'd be listening to Funkadelic, or he's a black cab driver, and he's listening to Peaceful Easy Feeling, and the dude is like, get that shit off there, and he kicked him out of his cab. Remember? He liked Creedence, but this album, it sucks.
Yeah, it's not good.
This is where Stu Cook. Let me get that. Stu Cook and Doug. Now I know these guys from Lake Tahoe. I used to coach Stu's kids ski racing. That's
wow.
right there. And Doug, that's Cosmo, the drummer. But John did all the songwriting. You probably know this whole. And he was just so good. He was just, he wrote like 22 amazing songs, and like, that were just so popular. We can go on and on. But the boy finally talked him into, hey, we want to write some of our own songs. And finally he goes, fine, go ahead. Go ahead. And they did. And it sucks. And the reason why I keep it is that the 3 Fogerty songs on here, I think there's 4, are good. They're John Fogerty songs. And the real reason why I keep this is 2 or 3 videos ago, I had those free Rolling Stones records.
Yeah, remember that.
Right. Well, all these Creedence albums were in there, and I got these for free.
Ah,
Yeah, and they're mint. They're stone cold mint. I have all
that's
the
a pretty good
original
reason.
on US Press Fantasy that are even better than my copies. And so why do I keep it? Because the few good Fogerty songs are on here, but I think I am going to pass this on because the album just isn't very good.
Yeah, it's yeah, no, not good at all.
Yeah,
Um,
Stu
That's
Cook.
funny because you showed Alice Cooper, and didn't that sort of similar scenario happen with Muscle of Love, where it was more even, and that was like their kind of Duff record as well.
Right. Yeah. That's where I stopped listening to Alice Cooper, is like right around then.
Yeah.
Just
I think Welcome to My Nightmare is probably the newest Alice Cooper record I know.
Yeah, and that was well, the tour was terrific. His Welcome
you saw it, did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw him back in the day about 3 times in the old days. Snake and everything. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Wow.
he was great. He was really great.
Excellent. That is cool. Well, you are killing it with 4 for 4. Now, this one I'm looking forward to because if you watch your channel, you have seen a gig or two. So the question number 5 is, tell a story of the most unusual or funny thing that has happened at a gig you have attended or played.
Well, I'll give you a choice of 2, and I want you to pick them because this was difficult. One was a Grateful Dead show that involved the rhinoceros pen with real rhinoceri or rhinoceros in the pen at a Grateful Dead show or outside of the show. And the other involves me or Kai Clark, because I was in a band called Merry Underground, Gene Clark's son, Kai, my good friend. And Kai calls me up. He says, "Hey, for the show tonight, we're all going to dress up for Halloween." And I don't dress up for Halloween. So I went to my girlfriend's house and I says, "Hey, I got to dress up." And she goes, "Hey, wear a dress." So her and her sister put a dress on me, and it was not good. It was like it was really bad, embarrassingly bad. And I took that thing off and I go, "Do you have anything else?" And she says, wait. And she had a black wig down to here. And I was in a black t-shirt, blue jeans, and like, I think black boots.
Yeah.
Watch. I used to wear a watch on my right side. And then she had these little glasses, and I was Howard Stern, right? I was just like Howard Stern. And in the
I was gonna say, when you said all of the black and then the glasses, I was like, that's probably what embryonic robot Brian looked like in the 80s, because he was Mr. Goth, because he's a big goth man.
but so I put the wig on, and it looked just like Howard's hair and the glasses, and instantly I was Howard Stern. So I went to the gig, drove across Lake Tahoe from North Shore to South Shore, and I show up, and all my bandmates, who were nuts and baked with the
jazz cigarettes,
and they look at me like, and they're laughing because I was the only one dressed up. But I walked into the club, and the guys at the bar go, "Howard," I mean, I really did look the part, and I went up there for the set as Howard Stern, as the lead guitarist for Merry Underground. So that was fun.
Awesome. So they like hung you out to dry. They didn't dress up and you did.
And like my friend Kai, the singer songwriter, he knew that I didn't really want to do it, but yeah, the joke was on me. But it's cool. We had a good show.
Man, the joke was on them, I think, because of you got all of the like, "Hey, how?"
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was really fun. And what's crazy, I haven't dressed up since. And that's like 99 or 1998.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Hear about
I can't say I'm a big dresser upper either, although there'd be some people who would say I am because of some of the shirts I wear. But anyway.
Yeah.
I call it style, JT. All right, that is a good story. I like that. That's
I'll
5
skip
points.
the one about the rhinoceros. Let's just pass on that one.
Yeah. Well, we might have to do a part 2 for that because I'm sure that
Okay.
will be a very involved story.
Right.
Let's go to question 6, the last of the questions that you have prepared for, which is show your favorite music-related fruit or vegetable that's not a banana.
So I thought about this one, and I like cherries, and I like strawberries. So I thought, well, cherries,
Not.
right. And here on the West Coast, we have some just brilliant cherries and strawberries in season. Just, but I wanted to, and what came to mind is the song "Strawberry Letter 23." Do you know that song? It's by the Brothers Johnson.
I'm not sure. No, I don't think I know that.
Yeah, they recorded this in 1977. It was a big hit here in the U.S., probably Canada as well. Soul funk, produced by Quincy Jones. And what's really cool about the song "Strawberry Letter 23," it was written by Shuggie Otis.
Oh, cool.
And Shuggie Otis, really, his first 3 records are essential. They really are. He's soul funk. And I don't have anything by Shuggie Otis. And I'd love to get Strawberry Letter 23 was on his second album from 1971. And his father was Johnny Otis, a big band leader.
Yeah, he was kind of had some sort of big band, but kind of more bluesy.
Yes.
Feel,
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's from the Bay Area. He's from like East Bay, Vallejo, Oakland, Berkeley, California. And then the son, Shuggie, grew up in LA. But Shuggie is really prolific and really underrated. But a lot
of
people
God, I'm an idiot. I have got Freedom Flight, which has got that song. I'm an idiot. I just looked up Shuggie Otis then. I've got that album, Freedom Flight, and
good.
Here Comes Shuggie Otis.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you have too many records, right?
I know, exactly. But the dude played bass on Peaches and Regalia for Zappa on Hot Rats.
More fruit.
I know. I mean, so I this is what came to mind right away is I got to show Strawberry Letter 23.
Wow.
And I would listen to the Brothers Johnson version later on. It's just great. Really cool.
A multi-fruit answer. That's impressive. Peaches, cherries, and strawberries.
Everywhere.
What more could you ask for? That was awesome. 6 points. All right.
Whoa.
Now, we're in the hot seat part of the video now.
Okay.
Now, this is my favorite question. Sometimes it's like my least favorite question because it makes me talk about this person more than I want to.
So
it's really come back and bit me on the ass in a way. But it's the one we have to ask. Question 7. Apologize for liking Van Morrison or celebrate your dislike with me and all of the others. Like, I think Russ was on the bandwagon with me.
With you.
Vinyl Spiral Mike was with me. He was actually had the great answer is that Van Morrison would be more useful if he wasn't Van the Man, but if he was a man with a van.
Right. I remember that. I saw that episode. Okay, so I understand why you guys don't like Van Morrison, but I'm not going to apologize. I like Van Morrison.
I felt that coming.
I know. But I especially like him when he was with them, when he was in them.
I'm totally with you on that.
I know.
Yeah, that's what frustrates me about him.
Yeah.
Them was such a great, hard-driving R&B band, and then he decided he wanted to scat.
Oh, that was later. But the early albums, because, being a West Coast kid, there was the West Coast sound, country rock, Flying Burrito Brothers, the Byrds. And
I
he
love
did
all that stuff.
well. He did an album called Tupelo Honey, and then St. Dominic's Preview is good to me. A lot of people are all into Astral Weeks. It's not my favorite. Moondance is good. I like the early Van albums, and I kind of stopped listening. There's just too much good music to listen to.
Mm.
After an album called Wavelength, I just don't think I listened a whole lot. But I like them. But I have a real open mind for so I'm not going to apologize. I've always liked them. And something interesting, John McPhee played guitar on his Tupelo Honey album, and John McPhee is still in the Doobie Brothers. Now you're not. I know you're going. What is this? John McPhee guy also played on Elvis Costello's first album.
Now we're talking.
He does all the guitar work on Allison.
Wow.
The guy Doobie Brothers is the guitarist for Elvis Costello because the boys moved from San Francisco. They were in a band called Clover, and they moved to the UK with a guy named Huey Lewis. But the bandmates, the guitar player, the drummer,
That's right.
Fee,
They
backed
were Elvis's band. Yeah.
Elvis's band for My Aim Is True. And so John played on, I really like his guitar work on the Tupelo Honey album. So anyway, we shouldn't talk about Van Morrison anymore. I think that's enough.
That says everything you need to know about JT. Even when he pushes back, he does it in a really nice way.
Respectfully.
Yes.
I understand why you don't. And the whole thing with his spewing political stuff on that one album.
Man. Yeah. I didn't like him before that, but that just added to the whole thing for me.
That was pretty ridiculous. But,
yeah,
high profile people, they get in trouble, like Ryan Adams.
Yeah, he had a meltdown over here.
Oh, you mean Ryan?
Ryan Adams just recently cancelled the rest of his tour after he had a bit of a meltdown.
Okay.
And, apparently before even like while he was playing, he was a bit all over the shop, and then he just went into a bit of a rant, and they were the worst audience in the world and stopped taking photos of me and all this stuff. And it was a real train wreck apparently. Yeah,
fame really ruins a lot of people, and they just don't deal very well. So I don't know.
Much as I love you, JT, I can't give you a point for that one because you decided to stay on the dark side.
Right.
But there's millions of people who
don't think
I'm totally wrong.
And there's millions of Van Morrison.
Yes. Okay. Question 8. Now this is more of a scenario. So the first part is if you had to pick, what do you think would be like your favorite genre of music? Like for me, I'd normally be like, what do I usually buy most of out of anything?
Right.
So what would you say would be your general you listen to most?
Yeah, nowadays I would say garage.
Yeah, like 60s garage.
Yeah, or no, like new
any era,
80s, any era, but 60s I gotta love it, and that's what I've really been drawn to lately. But way back in the day, I mean, I really like that whole West Coast sound, like country rock, the Burrito Brothers, the Byrds, Gene Clark, Graham Parsons. I really like that genre.
You got to settle on one for this.
Okay, well, what I'm really into lately is I just like garage.
All right, let's say garage.
Flamin' Groovy.
So, I know that you have a very broad, wide taste, so this might be the tougher part of it. What would you say, if anything, is your least favorite genre?
Oh boy, that would be smooth jazz.
Oh yeah, or I like to call it polite jazz.
There you go. Yeah.
But we know that Gary Physical Jazz and Classical is probably smoking a jazz cigarette and got his pork pie hat right now, kicked back with a martini, listening to some polite jazz.
Most likely.
Okay, so now here's the rub. If you had the choice of listening to only 2 records for the rest of your life,
Oh.
and one had to be the best of the genre that you don't like, and one had to be the worst of the genre that you do like,
Write this down.
what would you choose?
Okay, so smooth jazz, the best of smooth jazz. That's not easy.
That sounds like a title of an 80s CD, the best of
Yeah.
smooth,
Oh yeah.
doesn't it?
So I got to tell you, I went to a show with Terry Reid's wife, Terry Reid, that passed away not long ago.
Yeah.
And well, he was married to Lenny. She's a dear friend of mine, and they were married she was with him through River and all those great records. And well, we went to see Terry like twice at called The Joint in LA. And so we're seeing the show, and Waddy Wachtel is the lead guitarist. Stan Lynch, drummer for Tom Petty, is the drummer. Joe Walsh's original bass player from James Gang is up there. Terry's belting out like Motown songs. And so after the gig, we go to the back. We go into the, like we were talking before this, the green room. And all of a sudden there's all these guys, and there's smooth jazz players from the studio right behind the Joint. And they're just coming to hang out with all the rockers, right?
Yeah.
And these guys got into it, man. The rockers were like getting into it with the smooth jazz guys. Like, you guys are so boring. It's pathetic. And the smooth jazz guys, you don't even know how to read music. What are you talking about? You know, you guys can't even like 3 chords, D, D, A, G, G, you know, and it was so funny. So that's really tough for smooth jazz. I'd have to say maybe because I'm not a shredder as a guitar player. I'd have to say maybe like an Al Di Meola record or somebody. I'm just going to say out of the blue, Al Di Meola.
Okay. Actually, that's I like you slipped that.
I did.
Right there. Yeah, that was good.
But that was tough.
Like, and now what would be your worst of the garage rock genre, which is the genre you say you're into at the moment?
Maybe if the Monkees were trying to do, like they did a couple like just killer garage, you know.
Oh, like when they did Stepping Stone and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's really very good. Yeah,
that is.
And I'm sure they had some clunkers. So what would that be? I don't even think I can, you know.
I think we're going to get trolled by Sam St. John for saying this about the Monkees.
Well, I like the Monkees. I do. But I'm sure that they, you know, tried to do a garage, you know, tune that didn't come off very well at all. So I don't know. Maybe. Oh, you know what? On who did Dirty Water? That was the Standells.
Standells, yeah.
So you know they have they do just like one of their albums is just all covers. I don't think there's an original song on there, and there are a couple of clunkers on there, but the rest of them are just brilliant on that Standells record. So I'd have to say from that Standells record, I have it over here, but I won't bother pulling it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you've actually managed to. I think this is the advantage of having broad taste. You've come out of that pretty unscathed, and you're not gonna like drive yourself insane with your 2 records you got left to listen to for the rest of your life.
No.
Well done.
Good.
All right. Where are we up to? Well, this is probably the hardest question that ever gets asked on this show.
Ooh.
Question number 9. Show any record you like.
One or just any records that I like?
Just one will be fine.
Yeah. What do I have right here? Let's see.
Actually, the record collector, that's probably a hard question. Show just one.
Tower of Power.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't have any Tower of Power.
They're funk.
Yeah.
This
I know they don't have any.
This is a killer album. I mean, Man, this has Don't Change Horses in the Middle of the Stream, The Oakland Stroke, Squid Cakes, I Got the Chop. These guys, man, are just amazing. The guitarist, Emilio, I met him. They're West Coast legends, Tower
Cool.
Power. And yeah,
What would be a good record of theirs to start with?
I would say this one.
Yeah.
I really think you're going to like this, Ben. Also, oh man, these are all killer. I'll just show you everything. This is East Bay Grease.
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
just incredible. East Bay Grease. This is live from Sacramento, California, the Tower of Power from 1975.
Yeah.
And it's very, they're very funky, soul. And, on YouTube, check out some of the, like What Is Hip, is one of their big.
Yeah. Oh, I know that cover. Yeah.
What Is Hip.
Yeah.
And there's a show from Chicago from 77, and that version is a great What Is Hip version on YouTube. And then this is Bump City, which is a great, this tune, Bump City, is just fantastic. And that's it. So yeah, TOP, we call it TOP.
That kind of turned into like I asked Embryonic Robot once, because I only have the first two Stranglers records, and I only have the first two Killing Joke records, and I was kind of like, where do I go from there? And he goes, well, you need at least the first 7 of each.
All of them. And I agree. I like Killing Joke and Stranglers, man.
Yeah, like I've got the first 2 Stranglers album, and I do have like a compilation, and listening to that, I'm like, yeah, I do need to get more of their records. They're fantastic. But yeah, so now to add to that list of bands with 7 or more albums I need is TOP.
Yep.
All right, 8 points, great stuff. Introduce me to something I don't have too, which is good. That's
unusual.
As stupid as these interviews are, I do learn stuff out of them, which is cool.
Let me just say something about you, Ben. I've been watching you for a long time, and I love your channel. And a lot of people might think that you're more specific about what you like. And I know your collection runs deep. You really have everything, but you're here to represent Australia, and for good reason. I mean, in the US here, we were introduced to Little River Band, Men at Work. Who's the other one I'm missing?
In
and
Excess.
Yeah,
Olivia Newton-John
stuff. But that's what they gave us, and I'm missing the one big band, that they gave us. And it wasn't fair, because when I discovered your channel, I'm like, oh my God, and my friends from Queensland, from Brisbane, turned me on to the Saints back in '81. They go, "Mate, you gotta check out this stuff." They turned me on to the Sex Pistols and the Saints in '81. And I was listening to Sex Pistols, but not the Saints. And then when watching your channel, I'm going, oh, that's my friend Mark Morrison from Brisbane told me about the Saints years ago. And then you were, you love them, and for good reason. And now I have 2 Saints records, and I'm missing the debut.
Awesome.
But for me to surprise you of a band, that you don't know about, I really, it's pretty rare.
Stop it. No, it was just one of them things, like where when I started watching videos, I just saw a niche in there of like, there's a lot of great stuff, but I don't see, even Australian people weren't showing much Australian stuff. And I kind of figured that, we're known for Men at Work and all of that stuff. And so, but we've had a whole heap of, like you were saying, you love garage rock. We've been doing good garage rock since the 60s with the Missing Links and the Purple Hearts and thousands of others, which are all really, really good. But anyway, I'm getting off track. It's about you, not me.
All right.
All right. Now, this will be, this I know who it won't be, considering he's featured in the previous question, but I always like to add this question and hopefully get the same answer. So
Okay.
you'll know what I'm talking about. Number 10. Who is the most punchable singer?
Oh my God. Yeah, you do.
I know there's a lot to choose from.
You
It can
do.
even be someone you like.
Right. Oh man, this is gonna really, I don't know. There's a lot of Van Halen fans out there, but David Lee Roth, I think, can just be total ass. And now here's the thing, though. I think he's way better than Sammy
Yeah.
for the band
Oh,
because
yeah. Those
yeah,
records are way better.
but David Lee Roth, I know people that have met him, and he's just a total ass. You
Yeah.
know, every story I've ever heard has not been good at all, and his whole that whole yeah. But no, he's the one for that band, Van Halen. But I'd have
Yeah.
to say, I don't know why that came to mind, but it just did.
It's a good pick because, like, that's what I said. Like, you can like the music, but it's the old never meet your heroes thing, you know?
Right. They just might disappoint.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
an excellent call. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we're getting down to the second last question of the regular round, and you're on a really good 9 out of 10 points. So, number 11, I like to have at least one personalized question.
Okay.
And so, what we want to know is at the end of the day, digging through all of those thrift store records, which can be all sorts of types of condition. You know, I know because I have a background, I work in libraries and old books, you get very dirty hands. And so, what we want to know is what is your nail and hand care routine?
Oh my God. Well, I come home and wash my hands. Soap and water. Yeah.
Excellent answer.
Yeah. That's it. Very simple. No particular soap. Oh, fragrance free. Fragrance free.
Mhm. There you go, people. You heard it first. If you want to thrift, that's all you need. Fragrance-free soap and water.
Yeah.
Excellent. Righto. And now for the last one,
Okay.
our favorite Vinyl Richie. Do your best. You got to say, hello, everybody, in the style of Vinyl Richie. You can add hand gestures.
Yeah.
Do all of your Vinyl Richie stuff.
All right. Now everybody warms up for this, so I was just gonna get right in there. Hello, everybody. Vinyl Rich here, and today I'm gonna show the 10 punk rock albums that I hate.
That was excellent.
Really?
It's oh man, like, but it was like it's the hands. Like a few people have gone the hands, but it was also the actual subject matter sounded like exactly like something he would do. It was awesome.
He's just legendary, and so lately I've been the most recent video, and I didn't comment on it. He did like 6 or 7 intros in a row, like 6 seconds worth.
Yeah.
And you saw all these, and so I'm going on Ben's show here, right? And I'm going, this is a good warm up. But you gotta love the guy. He's legendary. He's one of the best.
Yeah. He's getting nostalgic. He's doing all these history of the VC videos lately.
That's right. I saw some of those too.
Yeah. I'll have to ask him if he's going through something at the moment.
Right.
Just checking he's okay.
Yeah.
No, he's a champ. We love Vinyl Richie.
Yeah, we do.
All right. You have done very well. 11 points out of a possible 12 in the regular round. You have a chance to snag yourself another point with an extra special bonus question.
All right.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Australia
Mm-hmm.
has over 11,000 beaches.
Uh-huh.
If you visited a new one every day, approximately how long would it take you to see them all?
I have to do the math. Oh, this is so bad. Could you repeat the question, please?
We have over 11,000 beaches over here.
Uh-huh.
If you visited a new one every day, approximately how long would it take you to see them all?
Okay.
I've got to say, I'm impressed. You're actually putting thought into this. This is above and beyond the usual guest.
Yeah. That would be 33. Well, I'm gonna just guesstimate this because I do numbers all day at my work. This would be 30. Oh, 300,000. Yeah, 350,000. 350,000 ish. Am I right? Well, wait, 11,000.
350,000 what?
So, okay, we're looking for the answer. 11,000 beaches in Australia, all the way around the continent and country, because you're a country and a continent.
Yeah, I was kind of. I'll give you a little bit of help.
Okay.
So you can quantify it. Would be, do you quite into maybe like would it? Obviously, 11,000's a lot, and you couldn't do that in 1 year.
No.
So how many years do you think that would take?
Yeah. Okay. Years. Oh my gosh, this is mind-boggling. I wasn't prepared for. Sean, I need help. He does sixth grade math.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on.
No.
Oh, he's too shy. Yeah. Oh, he gave me a math.
No math help.
So, all right. He's too shy. I was gonna cheat. I was gonna cheat.
Where's your phone?
He says just use my phone. Oh yeah. No. I'm stumped on this. I just
It's pretty mind-boggling.
I give up.
All right. It would take you over 27 years to see them all.
27 years.
And that's if you went to a new one every day.
Yeah, because 365 days a year.
And actually, maybe it would take 350,000 years because I don't think they're taking into account travel time in between each beach.
Yeah, I think I was thinking days, or I don't know what I was thinking. Huh. I was hoping for like a marsupial question.
What I love about that question at the end is it's always people think they're going to get something and I always let them down with this and go in another direction.
The Capital Territory.
Yeah.
How to pronounce Canberra.
Not like that.
Not like that.
Oh, Canberra.
Canberra. Got it.
All right.
Oh,
well
wow.
done, man. You got 11 points out of a possible 13.
Not bad.
Some great answers, great stories. Really cool having you on, JT. Really appreciate you giving up your time.
Absolutely.
I'll leave JT's details below so you can check him out. I'm sure you already subscribed to JT. One of the coolest channels, finds amazing stuff in his thrift adventures, has cool travel videos too, which is a sort of newish thing, I suppose, which is really good to watch as well. But yeah, thanks, mate, and take care.
Thanks, Ben.